the year 2000, but 25 years after that, on this wonderful Tuesday, we don't have much to talk about, but what we do have to talk about, there is much to say about. And I'm not even gonna pretend though, like we got a lot to talk about with this Nintendo Direct that happened earlier today for the 27th of March, 2025. Now, I didn't watch it live, but I do have a Polygon article summing up everything that was announced, and I have a couple other articles going into some specific things that I saw based on headlines that looked like they was a little bit interesting to want to go looking a little bit further to. That being said, I'm trying to stall for time as I adjust my microphone while I turn back over, resize the screen, and let's start reading about how reading everything that was announced at Nintendo's new Switch 1 Nintendo Direct. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Let's see what that's looking like. I wonder, does it have a release date? First off, I'm not even watching this trailer if it don't have a release date. Coming 2025? I don't give a fuck. Pokemon Za. I don't hate Pokemon. I play Power World. Rhythm Heaven Groove. Not buying this shit, but we'll watch it for giggles and shits.
There. Boop. The game you're about to see. Boop. Doesn't have a big, epic story.
Okay, that's fine.
But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy.
This shit look boring.
But the timing is super tricky.
I like how in a commercial about a rhythm game for 40 seconds, you have nothing rhythmatic about it. We went 40 seconds talking about a rhythm game and I didn't hear no music. Not even no little doom, doom, doom background music. Oh, this is something I have an article about that seems interesting. So I want to watch and see what the fuck they're talking about with this whole virtual game card thing. What I hope they're not saying is that now game cards are just going to be virtual, like completely. You just download it to your system and that's it. I hope. I don't know what to expect, but I hope that's not what they're saying, that they're getting rid of physical cards.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Oh,
here's what we came up with.
Is this their response to the MIG?
Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What?
Let
me hear them out.
Digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Okay.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Okay.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
I'm confused. So what this sounds like, so for those of y'all who don't know what a MIG switch is, and if the Nintendo Yakuza come for me, fuck it. In an imaginary scenario that I'm making up, totally pulling out my head, out my ass, just making this up. What if, because I'm not going to talk about the MIG switch, I'm going to talk about a device that I'm making up. What if there was a device where you could put it in your Nintendo Switch? Now this device, for some weird reason, probably because they didn't think of it, wasn't made by Nintendo in this fantasy scenario where you don't physically have your games on this one cartridge, but you could download your games to a SD card and put them on that cartridge so that you can load multiple games into your Switch at once. So let's say, for example, like they said, you were playing Mario and now you want to switch over to playing Zelda, but you don't want to have it downloaded directly to your Switch. Instead of downloading it to your Switch, you would download it to an SD card. You will put it in this imaginary fantasy device that you could put in your Switch, and you just switch a lever on top of the system that makes it start reading a different cartridge, so that you don't have to download the game on your system, but you still have access to the game. I think that's what this is, because you know how Nintendo is. If such a thing was to exist in this imaginary fantasy scenario, Nintendo would come over there. Nintendo Yakuza, they would come over there walking all slow like Pyramid Head from that PS2 Silent Hill game, and they would take that hammer, a band hammer, put it on their shoulder, and they'll swing that bitch like Pyramid Head, trying to chop somebody in half with the strength of 5 Nemesises. And not Nemesises as in enemies, Nemesises as in Nemesis from Resident Evil, I think it was 3? Because it definitely wasn't 4, that was Leon. So I think it's 3, with the strength of 3 Nemesis, and just smack it on your forehead. But like I said, this is a fantasy scenario, so Nintendo hasn't done that. But yeah, I think that it's a response to a fantasy made-up scenario, such as the one that I just pulled out my ass and described.
Switch systems. You can eject a virtual game card from one.
Internet is required only when loading or ejecting. So I think what they're basically doing is they're saying you're basically temporarily downloading your games, so to speak. That's what it sounds like. They just without trying to like sound all fancy, basically Nintendo realizes that their audience is normal people that aren't fucking nerds. So when they explain stuff, they don't go into as much detail as I would. They basically say, hey bro, connect to the internet and you can load your games up whenever you feel like it.
Second. Now you can play this game on the second system, wherever and whenever you want.
But can I play it on both systems at once?
Physical game card.
Oh, so if I insert the card once, I don't have to keep it. Oh, okay. Now I get it. All right. So boom. Think of it like this. You know how before, if you put a game cartridge in your Nintendo Switch system, or like a CD in your PlayStation, you have to put the CD in every time you want to play the game? If you bought the game physically and you put it in your system, and let's say you got another game in your system, but you want to play that game, you can still play the game. So even if you buy the game digitally, if you bought the game physically, you can play it digitally too. Okay, I see what it is. This is hard to explain. All right. Let me bring it back, because the excitement made that hard to explain. Basically, let's say I have to use physical items so that this makes sense. Okay, so let's say this is my Switch, right? And let's say this is my game cartridge. You know how if I take the cartridge out the Switch and I want to play, I don't know, fucking Animal Crossing. If this is my Animal Crossing and this is my Switch, I can't play Animal Crossing. But if I put the cartridge in my Switch, now I can play Animal Crossing. You here with me? The system they're doing now is, if I have Animal Crossing and I put it in my Switch once and take it out, now I don't have to put the Animal Crossing back in my Switch to play Animal Crossing. I can just play Animal Crossing without putting the card back in. It's making sense now. I'm getting it.
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo.
You're a robot. Get the fuck out of here.
Account family group members.
Alright, back to this.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending.
Wait, what?
Nintendo account, family group members. Is required, but only the first time. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Ah. So this means that if, ooh, you know what I just thought of? This is really, even though Nintendo hates them niggas, this is great for tournament organizers. So, stick with me. So, instead of having 20 Switches and having to buy Smash 20 times for all 20 different Switches, you could buy 10 Nintendo Switches and 10 Nintendo Switch 2s and then just device link, put the cartridge in the Nintendo Switch 1, link the systems. That's a setup with 2 Switches. So this will definitely be good for tournaments and stuff like that. It's music too.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
This is also a fire ass feature, because this is one of those things that I don't want to say was lost, but this is one of those things that are not as prevalent. That's the way I'll put it. This is one of those things that is not as prevalent with the rise of digital and free-to-play games. With the rise of digital and free-to-play games, you don't have to borrow games anymore because people are paying for physical games less. And when you buy a game digitally, it's hard to share a digital version of a game unless you go to their house, you sign into your account, you download the game on their account, and they use it whenever you're not using it or not about to get ready to use it. Now you can just say, here, borrow my game while I'm not using it. Now, my question is, if you let somebody borrow your game, do they lock your access of it? Like, can I let somebody borrow my game and we play the multiplayer with each other? Because if so, if that's a thing, you could let people borrow your game while you play it. Oh my God. The sales for this console are about to go twice as crazy. Because one of Nintendo's, what I would think their biggest concerns are convincing people to upgrade from a Nintendo Switch 1 to a Nintendo Switch 2. Because in previous generations of gaming hardware, like the Xbox 360, the PS2, the Dreamcast, those generations, the reason why you upgraded to the next gaming console is because of stuff like graphics, processing power, exclusive. There were certain games that could only be made for those next generation of consoles that couldn't go back. But since Nintendo games are, and since we're talking about forwards compatibility, not backwards, forwards compatibility is always 10 million times easier to deal with than backwards compatibility from a current generation to a previous generation. So in terms of like forwards compatibility, they want to promote that, because one thing that has always deterred people away from buying new consoles day one was, if I got a PS4, no, actually better example, if I got a library full of PS3 games and then a PS4 comes out, I'm not rushing to buy the PS4 because I got a whole shelf full of PS3 games that I still play and I still like playing that don't work on a PS4. So what am I rushing to buy a PS4 for if I want to play all those games? I gotta still bust out the PS3. I'm not gonna rush to buy a console that a lot of my friends can't really get and can't afford or whatnot, so I'm gonna stay on this PS3 for an extra 2-3 years. What it looks like the Switch is doing is they're saying, look, fuck all that. If you get the Switch 2, you could buy Switch 2 games and all your old Switch 1 games will work on this. And if there are any games from the Switch 1 that you didn't get a chance to play, don't worry. You can now get them at a discount and play them on your Switch 2 because it's forwards compatible. I'm not gonna lie. This is why we need Nintendo to stay in gaming forever. They do come up with a lot of innovative stuff. I see that their goal for the Switch 2 isn't so much to innovate in the ballpark of, how do I put this? It isn't so much to innovate in a ballpark of we're coming up with a new form factor or some new crazy wonky idea. It's so much to innovate in the feature factor. Like, they're more so trying to maintain the good faith and the clout within the gaming community they have, more so than fight to get some more or stay relevant. And I like that. I enjoy that. I fuck with that. This is why we need Nintendo. This is why, even if you're not a big fan of Mario or any kind of game like that, you should still be cheering on Nintendo, because this is a crazy feature. You can let a nigga borrow your digital game? What? So if I buy a story game and have it on my account, and one of my friends want to play that story game, you telling me I can let them play it without having to go to their house and sign on to my my credentials on their console? That's a revolutionary idea. I haven't seen anybody else do that. Now, it could be a thing, but I ain't never seen it.
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
I wonder if they mean local wireless, like you could just connect through like Nintendo's lockdown Bluetooth, or wireless as in you have to be on the same Wi-Fi.
Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person.
Okay.
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Okay.
Making digital games...
Okay, that's cool. That's cool right there. Right there. Save data will not be erased. So that means if I lend a game to you for... Oh, wait. Wrong one. So that means if I lend a game to you and you only keep it for 2 weeks, at the end of those 2 weeks, I could lend it to you again and just keep lending it to you for however long. But I think 2 weeks is a reasonable enough time. Like, if you playing a game like consistently, or a story game or whatever like that, for more than 14 days, not gonna lie, at that point you just need to buy the game. And you know what another thing this is good for? Getting people to buy games. Now, I don't even have to turn on my tinfoil hat music, because this has been shown and proven through like scientific studies and whatnot. Now, what are those studies? I'm too lazy to fucking look them up. So source, trust me, my nigga, it just makes sense even if you don't trust me. When you want to get somebody to buy a car, do you tell them, yo bro, that car fire, buy it? Or do you let them test the car? Do you come let them see the car in person? Do you tell them and show them the features of the car? Same thing with a game. If you want them to be convinced, look, like, check out a game and see if they're convinced, like, convince them to get the game, it's best to let them play that game. And like I said, if you can't beat a game in under 14 days, or if you want to spend more than 14 days on a game, I think it's reasonable to say you should just buy the game at that point. And if not, just renew the 14 days. It's like they have a free workaround built in there because they're not trying to be scummy, but they also have it in a way to where it's like I always be saying, like, I will never dick ride a company, but I will always point out the difference between a company trying to make money and a company using it's just business as an excuse for their fucked up actions. This is an example of something that meets that perfect medium, where it's like they're doing something that can monetarily benefit them, but they're not trying to monetarily benefit off of your inconvenience. They're trying to monetarily benefit off of just, how do I describe it? They're trying to encourage you to do something, but they're not stopping you from doing it another way. They're not saying, okay, we're going to give you a taste of our crack and then we're going to hold you down until you pay us for it. We're going to give you a taste of our crack, and if you want some more crack, we're just going to give you some. But if you want to pay, step over to the left and give up that money. We're not going to deny you. That's basically what's going on.
Making digital games even easier to use.
True.
Virtual game card.
Because I'm not going to lie, trying to explain the whole using digital game stuff to people who are older gamers who can't get with the times, old man, is kind of weird. And I think things like this, concepts like this, make it even easier in a sense of we're getting the good with the good. if that makes sense. So like there's a lot of upsides to digital games, but there was also a lot of inconvenient downsides. Like for example, if I want to borrow, if I pay $70 for this game and I want to let somebody else play this game, I think I should be allowed to. With digital games, there was no infrastructure for you to be able to do that. Now that Nintendo has put it in place, we can look at all these other companies and go, yo, what you doing? They did it, why can't you, bitch ass nigga? Chop, don't say it's impossible, they did it. Figure out what the fuck they did and copy them. Chop, judo flip. Figure it the fuck out. I like that. It keeps things competitive. And like, trust me, there's a lot of downsides to capitalism, okay? I'm not a fucking idiot. But one of the few upsides, one of my favorite upsides to capitalism is the survival of the fittest, so to speak, because I know there's some people who debate and dispute that. But the survival of the fittest, so to speak, aspect of it, of when somebody comes out with a new revolutionary discovery, you can either sit on your ass and become irrelevant or compete with that and either offer something on that same level or steal that idea outright and retool it for your own purposes. I love that about capitalism. Now, there's other fuck shit about it. But that's one of the generally good things. Tamagotchi Life. We're gonna watch the trailer only because I seen one of those tweets yesterday. If they announce such and such, I'll buy everybody in the comments a copy type beats. I want to see what I'm getting, basically. I've never played Tamagotchi Life, but I'm familiar with the gameplay. This bitch 40. I'm familiar with the gameplay and whatnot, like through seeing it, but I've never actually played it myself because I never gave a fuck. Sim management games are something I played for like a month when I was younger. Then I was like, I'm good. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. G-Pod getting down. That frame rate getting down too. Let's go. Oh my god, it's going down even more. Oh yeah, if y'all were wondering if the Switch 2 was gonna be able to handle third-party games, the answer is fuck no. Look at this pixelated, dusty ass trailer, boy. If this shit frame dropping on this game, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Living the dream.
Depressing ass chorus with no energy. Yo, I'd have been mad as fuck we got these 1 minute trailers. Niggas be yapping for 15 fucking minutes just to show us this shit.
Did you want to talk?
Glad that was only a dream.
I guess, bro. I won't say it's good, I won't say it's bad, I'll say it's not for me. Let's look at what other dumbass shit they added.
Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into
Wait, what the fuck?
an event to you.
Do I not hear another voice in the background?
Has delivered Nintendo
Oh, that's the original voice in Japanese, and I'm mostly hearing the dub. Alright, got you.
into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Wasn't that already a thing?
Smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering.
No, that's the wrong way. How do I? Oh, I know how to show it. Alt tab. So if you use Opera GX, right? There's something called the. Wait, fuck. How do you get to it? I just showed that on stream. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that. When this goes on YouTube, y'all definitely not seeing that. Fuck. How do I get to it? I forgot how I get to it. But when you use Opera GX, there's a feature in it, and like the speed dial, the home screen, I turned it off. But there's a feature where it show. Oh wait, actually, on this computer it's still on. Let me show it to y'all on here. GX Corner, that's what it's called. I don't remember how the fuck to turn it back on. Oh, I think it's right here. No. Yeah, I turned it off on this computer, so I'm gonna show you on the one I'm on. So boom. No, bitch. There's a feature called GX Corner where it gives you where it gives you all the updates on all the latest and greatest in gaming. This is literally just a Nintendo branded version of that.
All sorts of content.
Literally just a Nintendo GX Corner. And all this shit is gonna end up on GX Corner, so.
For Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. News about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
I don't know, this music group is fucked today.
I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
I will not be enjoying using that app because that requires using. Oh, what the fuck is this? Hidden banger alert? Hidden banger alert? If this ain't about Marvel Rivals, I'm gonna be mad as shit. Unless it's a comic event. Oh shit. I need backup! Good thinking, Thor! Venom! It's the Amazing Spider-Man! Oh! Fear the Goddess! Hurricane incoming! She's not in the game. But it's definitely not Rivals related. Oh wait, that's Wanda. Nova! Man, back in my day, games on the SNES used to be so fucking fire. The way we used to have them beat 'em ups. Bro, nothing beat them pixelated graphics. Nothing beat them shits. This shit ain't getting brought except on sale, nigga. All the unks going crazy right now. Bruh, and not the Anakares, not the unks as in the Anakares that Moon Knighter throws down. I'm talking about all the uncles. All the uncles? Oh yeah, they going hype over this. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! I can hear them just nutting in their pants. All the niggas over 35. Oh my god, they're doing backflips left and right. Oh my god, they got Annihilus. They got Captain Freedom. They got Venom. They got Aurora Monroe. They got the Peter Parker Spider-Man. Cause I have to specify there's 2 Spider-Man. They got the no. Oh, that's the lady. That's Lady Nova. That's not Nova. They got Lady Nova. They got, I think that's Quasar or Captain Marvel, and they got the Will Wolverine. Not the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, the Will one, the one from Canada, the one that's 5'6" and stinks. Oh. No release date. I mean, this game, that looks like a fire-ass game that I'll play if I get it for free. Am I buying that shit? I'm not gonna be honest. If it's less than $20, I'd buy it. But anything over $20, I'm not paying for that shit. Dragon Quest Remake, didn't give a fuck about the original. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Don't give a fuck about Dragon Quest. Appreciate it, what it has done for the gaming culture and blah, 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 blah. But if you ask me, gun to my head, pick a gaming franchise you couldn't live without, Dragon Quest is not crossing my mind.
About to unfold. Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. Gustav, the air...
Remastered? I didn't give a fuck about the original.
Escape from dire straits.
I swear to God, if this is another indie bait ass game, Is this evidence that we're getting VR games on Switch? Because that's what this look like. Unless this is just purely a cutscene. Oh, this bitch can't breathe. If she an adult, that means she must have seen me.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI.
Yeah, I don't got a date with sleep, so I don't want to play this game. Get that shit out of my face. Respectfully, I don't want to play that shit. Atlas, so this game gonna look pretty, but it's gonna be boring. I swear to God, if this is an action RPG, if this is turn-based, cutting it off. I don't want to remastered, so it's definitely turn-based. I don't want to read a Bible just to play the game. Replay, god damn, bro. This was in Astral Lot, so I'll give it a chance.
Beloved rhythm games Patapon 1 and 2 are back together in one bundle.
I'll look at it to see what it is, but I'm definitely not buying this shit.
1 plus 2 Replay. Hopelessly lost and full of...
You can show me some of the gameplay.
Full speed ahead.
It's a fucking rhythm game. Disney villains? You know what? I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. Cause I seen somebody call this shit cheeks in it, and I'm not surprised, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all gonna learn to stop waking up for these fucking conferences.
Cafe, as the newest potionista of the cursed cafe.
My nigga, this is just Pepperino's Pizzeria, but Disney. That shit the fuck out my face, nigga. I played Cooking Mama before. Bitch, I played Overcooked. I have Overcooked 2 for free on PSN.
In a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
What the gameplay looking like, bro?
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no...
You just called me, bro? Did I miss a whole phone call? Hold up, 1 second. Buddy, come here. I need you, my boy. Come here. Come here. Alright, yeah, they said immersive life sim. We're gonna immerse ourselves in the next trailer and hope it's good. Doo-doo.
Weak.
Oh, this is that Pac-Man game, yeah. By the way, I watched all of Secret Level, and I'm not gonna lie. Since I got a chance to talk about it, because I know I'm damn near never gonna get a chance to talk about it again. Here's my feelings on Secret Level without spoiling it. There's not even anything to spoil. That's number one. Number two, I fucking hate that series, but not because it's bad. I hate that series because they give you a nugget of something that looks good, And that's it. That's it. They just give you, they like bro. Secret level is like, you got a 10 out of 10 about to put their lips on you, right? They take all your clothes off. They get you right there. Right there. You about to explode. You about to kamehameha. You about to, after that, they'll put their mouth all up on your body. And then they just get up and they just Nipsey Niles before you get the orgasm. That's what watching Secret Level is like. It's like, damn, it wasn't a bad experience. And the experience looked like it was good from the outside and it was good from the inside. It just wasn't as good as it was supposed to be. That's what watching Secret Level is like. It's weird to explain, and I'm not gonna lie, if you're a deep super fan of any of these franchise, don't watch Secret Level. Never watch Secret Level. Matter of fact, if you die without watching Secret Level and you're a fan of any of those games, I think it would actually be better. Because that shit is not fun to watch unless you treat it like a series of random fan animations to game, officially licensed fan animations to fucking games that they like. Because that's what it feels like. And I don't know why this shit got approved for a second season unless they're giving them niggas budget to give every episode episodes of the same length. Because what fucking bugged me is with that show, for some goddamn reason, the Sifu episode was like 5 minutes and the PlayStation episode was like 30. Nigga, what? Like, that shit is crazy. Yes, by the way, you didn't hear me stutter, misenunciate, none of that. They have a whole episode dedicated. Like, I swear to God, when I watched the episode, I was like, this shit looks like one big, long, fucking... At first, I thought it was a Fortnite episode. Then I realized it was a long-ass PlayStation ad. I was like, yo, this shit is one big PlayStation ad. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Like that series makes me mad, but in a good way because of how much untapped potential is in that series. But yeah, this is based off of the Pac-Man episode in Secret Level.
You wield your weapon well. But sometimes...
This looks like a cool Steam sale indie game.
Sword.
Matter of fact, this episode with this kooky ass, like, you gotta watch the episode to see the premise because I don't want to spoil it, but this kooky ass Pac-Man episode was longer than the Sifu episode. What the hell? And I was watching a video today about the Sifu episode, and what the dude was saying in the episode made so much sense. The reason why the Sifu episode was so much of a we showing you the potential, but we're not expanding upon it. Expanding upon it as episode was because the Sifu episode wasn't made to celebrate Sifu so much as to promote the show, which made a whole lot of sense when dude broke it down in a video I was watching. I need to comb this face hair out. This shit don't itch.
Consume them.
It's starting to get hot outside. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a fun little chill game to just play, turn your brain off to, without a crazy story.
Embrace your true purpose.
Oh shit, I didn't pause my music.
Become the apex predator.
Disney. Officially licensed Pac-Man game, by the way. This is not a joke. This is a Pac-Man game. This is, look, original arcade sound effects. This is an officially licensed Pac-Man game. Let's see. Do they have the trademark down in the corner? Look, if y'all zoom in, matter of fact, I'll do it for you. I'll let your ass be lazy. I'll let you be lazy on this one, just in case you think I'm fucking joking. Just in case you think I'm joking. Pac-Man and Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. I'm not joking. That old Pac-Man shit was not a joke. This is literally an officially licensed Pac-Man game. That was 0% a joke. What other kooky pre-order bonuses am I gonna get with my version? Oh, that is mostly like physical shit. I don't know what the fuck Witchbrook is, but we'll check it out. I haven't paused this one. The super deluxe version that 7 niggas in a basket buying. I don't know who the fuck their audience is with that game, but I guess, bro. I'll play it eventually because I just love games and gaming, but I don't know who their target audience is. That shit gonna make 2 popsicle sticks and a piece of paper. That shit going on sale the day it release. And I don't want to seem like an asshole, but I'm just trying to like put a little bit of levity into what I'm saying, bruh. 37 seconds into the trailer, I ain't see nothing that looked remotely cool about that shit. What we got in Jumanji extended gameplay trailer? Okay, it's a puzzle platformer. I'm interested. I like this aesthetic because like I know a lot of people are gonna say Cuphead, but as a distinctive, like somewhat more realistic look than Cuphead. Cuphead fully embraces the cartoon part. Cartoon is a part of the aesthetic here, but it looks more realistic in terms of what they're using and what they're doing with the whole steampunk aesthetics. I like it. I'm interested. This looks like a sleeperhead head ass game. Like a real sleeperhead, not an Astrobot sleeperhead, as in it's a sleeperhead to the general planet. But what the fuck was that? Was that a big titty smoke ghost? But it looks like a real sleeper hit that the greater gaming community doesn't even know about. Okay, this game get freaky nasty. Oh no, man, we might have to talk a couple points. I didn't like the mission where I had to pull a plug out of nigga ass. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. They cooking with a little something. And that looks like a get it on sale head ass game. Gradius. I don't know why, but my brain is instantly telling me no just off the title. But we'll give it a chance. It's Konami. Gotta be an unk ass game. Probably a remaster. I know how to use the internet, bro. I could play that shit for free. This looks familiar. I don't know where I've seen this before, but this looks familiar.
Bring it on!
I know where I've seen it. In school. On the computer. During computer lab time. In a Flash player. Shit look like Friday Night Funkin'. Guitar Hero Go at ass game. It's another Tamagotchi game. I'm good. People took time out their day to wake up to watch this. Thank God I ain't stupid.
On peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games.
Excuse me.
Through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate.
This game doesn't look bad, but there's no purpose in watching this trailer for the simple fact that if I did want to play this game, I kind of would want to be surprised by the puzzles because the allure of a puzzle game is figuring out why everything is the way it is. So watching a trailer for a puzzle game is kind of like ass backwards. Everybody hot shots golf.
Game.
Mario Golf without the Mario. And that's just about everything. And we already talked about the cartridge shit. Oh wait, hold up. Control T. What was that? Oh, the C button. This one I want to more so read on. What the fuck is the C button do? Reports of a Switch, but now the C is official. During Nintendo's latest Direct showcase, the company unveiled its new calendar-style Nintendo Today app. Blah 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 blah. Of course, the confirmation of the C doesn't get us any closer to solving the mystery of what the button actually does. So it's just niggas guessing. Kind of a pointless article. I'm not gonna lie, I did want to go over this at first, but I'm not gonna lie, nigga, I've played Gears of War before. Like, what the fuck? Something more important. Now, first, I'll give you this update, since it's Ubisoft related. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming to smartphones. Now, I don't know why the fuck they didn't do this off the start. This is another example of how they let this studio make an amazing game of the year, banger ass game, and then they just dissolved the fucking studio. And now they're making money off of it, poking its corpse. I like, this shit is disgusting, man. And Ubisoft's a major corporation, so fuck them. I will not be play without the L in this game. In this game. Anyway, Assassin's Creed and 2 other major Ubisoft franchises to be spun off into another subsidiary, partly funded by Tencent. Now, I'm not even gonna yap before I get into this article, but if Tencent owns anything Ubisoft related, oh, it's a wrap, nigga. We already know Ubisoft is broke, they struggling, and they need a string of wins that is starting with Assassin's Creed. Oh, nigga. Oh, boy. This new reorganization has been looking for funding since earlier this year, and after what they call a competitive selection process, they have chosen Tencent, who had the most money. That was the competition. Who can throw the most money at us? They was over there. You remember that live where Boozy was begging a girl, show some pussy, show your pussy lips on the live and I'll give you money right now. That's what they were doing. Show some money and I'll give you our IP right now. Right now, show me a band and I'll throw you an IP. Show me another band, I'll throw you another IP. And they probably got 5-6 bands in and they throwing IPs left and right. That's what happened. Competitive selection process. They have chosen Tencent to take a 25% minority stake in the new subsidiary in exchange for an investment of over $1 billion. Ubisoft reportedly previously approached EA and Microsoft about potentially selling some of their IP, and there were, rumors about a venture with Tencent, blah, 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 blah. Other parts of Ubisoft's business, such as Ghost Recon, The Division, and any other future IPs they have in the works, will continue in parallel with the new subsidiary, which will include their studios in Montreal, Quebec, and all these other fucking places, along with both their back catalogs and projects currently in development. Yeah, what does this mean for fans? Ubisoft says their goal of this new subsidiary is to focus on building game ecosystems that will become truly evergreen and multi-platform. AKA, we are begging for a live service hit, not because we would be fine with it, but because we need it. And if we don't get it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for your round. Nah, it's a wrap for your corporation. It's a wrap for your corporation. And if you don't wrap it up for your corporation is going to get wrapped around your debt. And if you don't wrap around your debt, you're going to be in debt to a wrap around. And if you don't wrap around the debt, I'm going to wrap around you about your debt. And when everybody comes around you, they're going to wrap about your debt. And if you don't wrap up your debt, then everybody's debt get to wrap around. And there's no way around that. And that is the IRS. Or whatever the French equivalent is. Like, bro. Anyway, discussing more specifically, they discuss improving the quality of their story-driven single-player experiences, growing their multiplayer games with more frequent content releases, adding expanded social features. What do I always say about multiplayer games nowadays? And introducing free-to-play touchpoints, meaning they're trying to give you as much as they possibly can for free, so that you're willing to pay more for what they do want to charge you for. Ubisoft CEO Guillemot describes this new venture as a new chapter in the company's history, with the creation of a dedicated subsidiary that will lead development for 3 of our largest franchise, and the onboarding of Tencent as a minority investor. We are crystallizing the value of our assets. What the fuck does that sentence mean? Crystallizing the value of our assets. What does that mean? Crystallizing in finance refers to selling an asset to realize capital gains or losses often for tax purposes, before immediately repurchasing the same asset to maintain market exposure. So what it sounds like to me is they're selling off the property to somebody who can make some money with it and then buying it back after it makes money while receiving the money that was made off of whoever they sold it to. That's what I'm hearing. I could be wrong, but from the random AI definition that I'm just going off of for the sake of conversation, that's what it sounds like. Strengthening our balance sheet and creating the best conditions for these franchise long-term growth and success. Tencent president expresses excitement at the extension of their long-standing relationship with Ubisoft. The immense potential for these franchises to evolve into long-term evergreen game platforms and create engaging new experience for gamers. We think we can milk a lot of this shit. How about you niggas milk another entry out that Splinter Cell franchise? I want to play Panther mode again. What exactly this means for their games, only time will tell, and you're damn right. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Because this means Tencent owns something Ubisoft related, and what they could be doing is they could be doing a test run saying, look, before we fully buy your company, Ubisoft directly, we're going to use some of your popular IP and make a sub-company and have that sub-company make some new stuff and see that if that new stuff sells to an amount to where we see potential to make money if we invest in you. That's what it sounds like. And if that's the case, Ubisoft's fucking cooked. Ubisoft's fucking cooked. That being said, I will start up the stream again in a little bit. I just have to go do something and I'll be right back after about 5 minutes. See you in a few minutes, y'all.
Today's fire. We ain't gonna.
Alright. I gotta go take something to my pops, but then I'm gonna hop in and hop on.
Niggas just got off rivals.
Well, call it a break. You about to get right back on.